So I am Jacob. This is my brother Hawk.
And I am Kevin, or Cruz, whatever you want to call me.
We're gonna go with Kevin. I'm probably gonna call him Cruz the entire time.
Real talk on It's Just Cruz channel. We're going to be doing it on 2 separate channels because we're co-starring, I guess.
Yeah, so we'll be doing a good amount of podcasts most likely if we enjoy doing this. Depends on how it goes. Some topics will be on my channel, some topics will not be on my channel, and they will only be on his. So if you want to get the whole story, the whole shebang, you got to go watch both. So the first thing we want to talk about, because we have no real direction on what we're going to be doing with this stuff, but you wanted to talk about Burger King nuggets.
So I went to Burger King the other day, and they said they didn't have the ghost pepper nuggets, and honestly, they were so good. I don't know if you guys tried them. I know you didn't because you're vegan.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're just really spicy. It's a good late night snack.
Is it actually hot though, or are they just like?
The first time
are they just using like the ghost pepper name to attract attention?
I think they are just using the name because it's not as spicy as I think a ghost pepper would be. I think I don't know, like a tapatio type of.
Oh, because that's not even on the same level.
It's not spicy.
Ghost peppers are ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not spicy at all. It is spicy, but it's not like crazy spicy. It's like white girl spicy.
White girl spicy.
That's not bad.
But it tastes good with ranch.
So that's like ghost pepper is like a different level of heat. So when we went with our dad,
how old are we?
I don't know. We were probably like
15, if that.
I think even younger than that.
So
I might have been like 11. You might have been like 13, something like that.
Yeah, so somewhere around that age, there's a restaurant around here called Hideout Burger, and we went. And one of our dad's friends, they have the ghost burger there, right? And then they have ghost wings, and that's like their restaurant challenge. So if you can eat the whole thing, you get your picture put on the wall, and yada yada yada. But my dad's friend wanted to eat the ghost wings, and obviously we didn't want anything to do with that. Because I mean, I like spicy food, but I don't like painful food.
I hated spicy food. I was like, hell no.
So he ordered these ghost wings, and they're just like smothered in this sauce, like bad. It looked like cement, like wet cement coming out, just thick.
Extra wet.
Was it gray?
No,
what was the color?
It looked like.
It was like a yellowish brown color. Yeah, it was weird.
It looked disgusting.
Like diarrhea?
Kinda, honestly, but.
That's how it ended up tasting.
Yeah, Jesus. But they gave us one wing each, and they're like, "You need to eat that." Like, I don't want to eat that. Like, I don't. But you know, he's our dad, so he was like, "No, you're gonna eat that." I was like, "Ah." All right, so we ate it, and I had never had spicy stuff on like that kind of level before, so I just ate it like a regular wing, not really thinking about it. And when I bit, like my lips were all over that thing. And he was like, "We're not wasting the food, so you like need to eat all of it." So like ate all of it real quick. And at first, it's one of those things. It doesn't hit like right away, but I don't know, like 30 seconds after I had finished, you know, the sauce is like all over my lips. I think I had a cut on my fingers. It's just bad.
It's so intense. And then you go to take a drink of water, and it's not doing anything but making it worse. We had to have like, someone went to the gas station that was right there on the corner.
Yeah.
And had to go buy it. No, it wasn't us. Someone else went and bought it. They brought it back to us.
Is it Holly?
I don't know. Anyways, they had to go get us milk because it was the only thing that was going to neutralize that heat. It was terrible.
That kind of reminds me of what Jacob showed me yesterday, the hot ones. I think it's another channel. I forgot the name of the channel.
The Feast or something like that.
They ask questions to like celebrities, and every question is a different level of hot sauce. So you start off at like, I don't know, Valentina, and then you work your way up to like the hottest thing, and it's like their signature homemade sauce for their channel, and they use a
Scoville
Scoville units for the hot level.
So it's
That's hot as fuck.
It's Hot Ones is the series name, and the channel is First We Feast. But I don't think they need a shout out because they are.
Yeah, they got like 10 million subscribers. Go check them out. Anyways,
like and subscribe.
But Gordon Ramsay was on there, and the first thing obviously he's going to criticize is the chicken wings that they're eating.
Because they were like this big. They were super tiny.
They're probably just chicks, but they were. I can see he was feeling the heat. And how hot do you think the Hideout Burger wings were on that scale?
I mean, for a long time, Ghost Pepper was like
it was the
tier.
hottest in the world. So
for a while, like, especially at that time, it definitely was. That's before Ghost Pepper was like super popular and it was like on everything. Like everyone having Ghost Burgers, Ghost Chips, whatever.
Here you go. So the Ghost Pepper is just over 1 million Scoville. So yeah, we were on like level 9.
To give you an idea of how hot that is, a Serrano pepper is like 12,000 to 20,000 Scoville, and that's
like a jalapeno is like a 5,000.
Yeah.
This is 1 million.
Yeah, it's way too damn hot.
And it didn't taste good.
No, yeah, it tastes terrible. It tastes like ketchup.
Bad. It tastes really bad.
Yeah.
So you can't like.
I don't know why you enjoy this.
I don't know. And the owner of the place said there's someone that comes in and gets the Ghost Burger like 2 times a week with extra sauce, just because they just love it that much. It's like the Supersize Me or not? Yeah, the guy that eats all the Big Macs on Supersize Me.
Mm-hmm.
You seen that one?
Mm.
Oh, there's a dude. He eats like fucking 10 Big Macs a week.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's just his favorite food. So that's what he does.
Is he fat?
No, he was skinny.
that's like me.
He looks like slimmer than Renee.
Wow.
Yeah, he's really skinny, dude. He's like super tall.
Interesting. I could never. If I
No.
ate 10 Big Macs a week, I'd be like 450 pounds.
See, I don't gotta worry about that because I can't eat it no more.
I don't know how you gave that up. To me, that's ridiculous. Like, it's not that it's ridiculous, but it's just like, I could not ever give up eating meat like that.
Oh, yeah. So, I think this got said earlier. I'm vegan. I don't eat meat or dairy products or animal products, anything like that. And
What are you going to say that? Look at Mumbles.
I don't know if he's in frame. There's a cat over here. He's not in frame. Whatchamacallit? What was it? Oh, the vegan thing. Yeah, well, you got to think, though, because whenever I started going vegan, that's when Devin first moved in with me. And she made all the food, so I didn't have to go find recipes or do anything like that. All the food was just already there. All I had to do was eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I think that's what, like, prevents, other people from doing something like that is that they don't know what is out there and they kind of go in blind. So if they do it, they don't stick to it because they're not sure what to eat and they just keep eating the same stuff over and over.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've said before, like, if I wasn't with Devin or if like, she dipped out or whatever, I highly doubt I could stay vegan. Just because I'm going to get bored eating the same vegan fast food things over and over and over again.
Fruffalo wings.
I don't think I would get bored of Fruffalo wings. Fruffalo wings from Walmart.
I'm not even vegan. I eat those. Those are good.
I don't think I've ever had those.
Really?
I don't think so.
How you've been friends with this dude?
I don't know. I
ate everything else.
I've
known this guy for like 8 years.
Jesus.
Freaking, but yeah, if she wasn't here, I doubt I would be willing to put in the effort to do it. With everything else I have going on, I don't think I'd put in the effort to do it. I wouldn't eat dairy, like ice cream, milk, stuff like that. I wouldn't go back to that. But as far as like meat, I would probably go back.
Yeah, I can't give up steak. Steak is my favorite, so.
I mean, just everything though. Like we eat a lot of chicken in our house.
I eat a lot of chicken.
Yeah, we go to Costco and we buy, the packaged chicken or whatever, and it comes in like 2, and we end up really eating that with almost every meal. Like whether it's baked chicken or we're cutting it up and putting it into something or whatever. I say that's a pretty big part of my diet every day.
Just chicken?
Yeah. And then I don't know what's on the ship as a mystery meat. So this
Probably
guy,
vegan.
This is what's on the show.
yeah, probably. I mean, they give us
The
those
mice
little,
they find.
they give us those little cordon bleus, and they're like this big.
Oh, those are
And
good though.
Those are good.
They are good, but I call them hamsters because they look like hamsters. So like, when I go through the line, I'm like, I'll take a hamster and I'll take some rice and whatever.
Man, when I was in Pensacola, that was like I never had cordon bleu and I never had was it beef stroganoff?
Oh yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
That was the first time I ever had that, and it was so good. It became one of my new favorite meals. And like I would always go for seconds.
I had Devin veganized cordon bleu. It came out pretty good.
Really?
Yeah. It was a while ago. It's been a minute now.
I have to try that before we leave again because Cameron's she really likes that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like one of her favorite things. So we buy the cordon bleus from, whatever store, whether it's Walmart or Ralph's over there.
Like they just come made? Like a
Yeah,
hot pocket?
well, yeah, pretty much. I mean, we just heat them up. You just throw them in the oven though, and
Yeah.
I think like 30 minutes. So it takes a little bit of time for something that small, but yeah, they're pretty good. And she'll have those for dinner all the time.
Very well. Yeah, I haven't had it in a minute.
I need to learn how to cook.
Definitely probably not vegan though, because there's a bunch of cheese.
No, there's not vegan, but there's a vegan version of it.
Yeah.
That's what Devin
It's
is
like tofu or something.
Mystery meat. Got it.
Mystery meat.
Mystery meat.
I'm talking about the one Devin makes.
I don't remember.
Oh.
I just remember it tasted good.
What is it, Devin?
Yeah, you need to learn how to cook. So he tried making a steak.
I remember that. I remember
Oh.
that video.
He had never made steak before, so he was like, "Oh, I need to marinate it in whatever." So what did you do?
I don't know.
Walk us through.
I
it,
don't know
Kevin.
how to make a steak, and
Chef
I've never
Kevin.
watched anyone make a steak. And I know some people do like dry rubs, and obviously you just put like seasoning and you rub it in. But I always thought you were supposed to put it in like a bag and like marinate it. And I guess you're not supposed to do that all the time, or depending on the flavor that you're going for.
What did you marinate it in?
I bought a pre-made marinade from Walmart.
Yeah, so that's where you're gonna like mess up right there.
Yeah, and it was not that great. So I got like two different flavors, and the first one tasted like teriyaki chicken, or like a teriyaki flavor, and then the second one tasted like teriyaki flavor, but not as strong as the first one. And I finished it because I'm not gonna waste steak like that. But
I thought you threw it away.
I had like 3 bites left. I just couldn't do it. But
Sounds like a waste to me. Just saying, it sounds like
Facts.
a waste to me.
You're not living by that. I don't waste food.
And then I tried making my own marinade, and that also didn't come out good. I still use the liquid, like a Worcestershire sauce, or however
What
you
kind of sauce?
however you want to say it.
Worcestershire sauce?
However you want to say it.
Brown bottle.
Yeah.
And I put it in the fridge overnight to marinate, and that still came out like that teriyaki flavor, but it was a lot better than the 2 that I bought from Walmart. And so now I have the seasoning to dry rub. I'll try that next time I buy some steaks. Hopefully that comes out better, because the other ones were ass.
Y'all eat anything like that? Like any like
Ass?
vegan type steak?
No. Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, we do. Freaking, she made. I don't know what it's called. It may have been. I don't think it was tofu. I think it was like soy protein. Or there's a vegan meat called Satan. I think it was that.
I don't know if I want to eat that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Satain. Satan, something like that.
Wait, Satain?
I think so.
Satane?
Yeah, I know that's not it. Devin calls it Satan, so that's what I'm going off of. But yeah, she just like marinated that, and we've had that a few times. It's okay. I've told her that, so I can say that it's okay. It's not the best thing she makes.
Oops.
Wow, that made a huge difference.
Yeah.
You just cut out like 5 seconds of this.
Ah, no, just leave it in. They'll see what you did wrong.
R.I.P. your ears if he's leaving this in.
Yeah, I'll throw a warning up. Somewhere over Kevin's face will have been a big headphone warning.
Yeah, that covering thing was just like distracting me. I kept looking at it, so
Look like you're about to drop some bars over there the whole time.
Yo. Good laundry day. If I don't do my laundry, I'm gonna be naked tomorrow.
Are you reading your sign over there?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to talk about the thing we found on the computer. The Ohio man, the Florida man on vacation. So, this dude, he was 63?
I think it's 63 years old.
63. Now, this is just a random story that we found on MSN. He rented a crane he paid off a trucking company and rented a crane. Then he went to a local park and stole a 58-foot bridge.
So the bridge wasn't even attached to anything. It was laid out in the park. It was in a field, and he just had the idea to go steal it.
Just because it was there, that just gives you you
Yeah.
get to go ahead and take it. Because there's a car parked just right there. You know, it's not bolted down to anything. So I mean, it's good for the snagging.
Yeah, I mean, what is this guy like? He's gonna see it like, yeah, I want that in my backyard. I don't know what else I'm gonna do with a bridge.
It's a big house.
Yeah, I mean, what's crazy too is like, no one saw this dude steal it. Like, he was just a person of interest because people saw parts of the bridge in his backyard.
Yeah.
And that's how it was tipped off to officials too.
Well, you gotta think, like I was saying earlier, it may have been just someone, like if you saw someone working, or at least appearing to look like they're working on a bridge at a park, are you gonna take a second glance?
I'll just leave him there.
Cause I wouldn't think about it.
Whenever they're coming down a neighborhood road and putting it in their backyard, I mean, that should be like, hey, what is going on here? Why do you have a bridge?
I wouldn't
maybe
even
he
question that.
Maybe he timed it right. Huh?
I wouldn't question if my neighbor was putting a bridge in his backyard, because maybe he has land and he has, like, I don't know, pre-built bridge coming to be delivered.
I mean, it's none of my business, but I'm gonna think, hey, that's weird. I'm not gonna be like,
Yeah, but are you gonna call the cops?
exactly. That's why I said it's none of my business.
It's in Ohio though, so I mean, people are weird over there. I mean, think of Parkinson. He was pretty weird.
Yeah. See on your
that
channel?
whole area is weird.
See on your channel?
Parkinson?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I don't think he's on mine either.
Like as a mention or like?
No, just like, is he subscribed to you?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think he's subscribed to you.
YouTube doesn't really tell you who your subscribers are.
Just sometimes if they've like made their own channel.
No. So YouTube will have a setting to show if you subscribe to somebody, and it's like a privacy setting. I don't know why that matters, but yeah, if he has his privacy
Adam,
settings.
if you're watching, if that's your real name, you're a weirdo. But you're cool, so it's okay.
Yeah.
But point being made, I don't think I would have taken a second glance at it. I wouldn't really have. I don't know. He's man working on a bridge. It's none of my business. I'm gonna be like, oh, look at that. But if he was like pulling up in front of the house and he's got this big old bridge, because how long was your trailer?
30 feet.
It was almost 2 of those.
Yeah. That's a long bridge.
Pretty big.
That is pretty big.
Yeah, I know.
I hadn't really put that into like perspective until just now.
Yeah. 30
Yeah, so
feet.
like whenever my truck was pulling that car trailer, like from the front of the brush guard all the way to the back of the trailer, well, that was 43 foot.
Yeah, I think
That was another 20 feet.
my truck was 24 feet long and my trailer was 30 feet. So it was pretty much as big as that.
That's insane.
That's just the bridge. That doesn't include the trailer he put it on or the truck.
He used a crane.
Well,
He used a crane to offload. It's not like he can crane the thing all the way to his house.
He never said what he was doing.
That's true.
How far
What
did
if
he
he?
live?
What if he just lived right next to it? and He just like.
That's what I'm saying.
and just put it on the fence.
Yeah, well, this is mine now. Speaking of like people stealing things, y'all like seen all that stuff in California?
Uh-uh.
Oh,
You like go into like these places in San Francisco and LA,
Mhm.
and people are like raiding through like these CVS, Walgreens, whatever, just stealing a whole bunch of stuff, throwing it in bags,
For what?
and just taking it because they can, because they have a law now under, I forgot what, it's X amount of dollars, is not, you can't be punished for it.
What?
Yeah.
You can't be punished for it.
Yes. And like the security guards in the stores are just watching them. Like fill up these bags of stuff. Hang on. Let me try and see if I can find it.
Well, on other things that California is dumb for, they banned generators.
Generators?
Yeah, that includes RVs.
So people live in those.
Yeah. It was passed probably a month ago, I think. California has banned motorized generators. So you can't even, if there's like a thunderstorm and your power's out, you're kind of screwed.
What?
Yeah.
Generators power California's favorite kind of car.
Yeah.
Teslas.
Kind of, yeah.
That makes no sense. Did you find it?
Yeah, so it's $950 because it says
It's a lot of
stealing
money.
merchandise worth $950 or less is just a misdemeanor. So that law enforcement's probably not going to just go searching for you being just a misdemeanor and not a felony.
I need to go to
Is that not
California really
insane?
quick.
So like,
So
No,
no one can stop them.
no, they just stand there and watch them. They're like, hey, don't do that, and then they just like take stuff.
AirPods are only $250.
How much?
No,
How
I
much?
might as well like moving from Florida, and that's a huge like cost of living difference.
Yeah.
Every time I go to the store, I'm like spending way more money than I was used to, and so I'm like,
yeah, do you have
So
to
I
pay
don't-
for groceries?
yeah, I joke about it all the time with Cameron. I'm like, okay, so we're buying this, and I guess this is gonna be my take for the day. That's what I mean. That's the way it should be. I mean, because they're not gonna do anything anyways. What are you gonna tell me? No.
I mean, if they're not allowed to.
Yeah, exactly. You can't do anything. It's ridiculous over there, man. It is lawless over there.
So how much is that PS5? It's free,
People
99.
are
is what
selling
it
them on
is.
freaking the marketplace for like $1,000, dude.
I heard no one even bought those things.
Really?
Yeah, I heard no one even is even buying PS5s or Xboxes.
Really?
Kind of just.
I
sticking
mean,
with
have
what
they
got.
come out with games for them? Like good games, new games, exclusives?
I don't know. I haven't really looked into it.
I haven't either. I'm
I'm a
broke.
PC gamer now, so I'm not a peasant.
I don't know. I don't have time. I've like turned on my Xbox probably like twice in the past like 4 or 5 months.
Honestly, I bought Call of Duty and I've played it for like a week.
And yeah, that's like $60 down the drain.
Let's talk about that real quick. So he asked me multiple times, should he buy a Call of Duty? I want to do it. It looks cool. I want to do this. I want to do that. I told him, no, you're trying to save for this thing over here. Just don't spend it. You already play your free game all day anyways. And then it was like midnight on release night. Uh-oh, I did a thing. And look, now I don't even play it.
Yeah, that was kind of a waste of money. But I do waste a lot of money sometimes.
Call of Duty is like one of those weird things. Like, they all end up being the same. Like you don't ever notice any difference.
You just gotta find the one you like.
I
Like
heard
Modern Warfare I liked a lot.
I heard
That one was
Battlefield did
good
worse.
because it was pretty different. And then Battlefield or what was it? Warzone. So when
Warzone was a lot
Warzone
of
first
fun.
came out, that was pretty fun. That was like the go-to game for like pretty much everybody. That was before that skill gap
Yeah,
really separated,
skill-based matchmaking.
which is horseshit.
I just want to stay in the same lobby. Make less friends that way. They're trying to keep everybody mad at each other. All right, so what's the time limit looking like right now?
A minute.
We could just stop it right here if you want.
All right, so let's take a break and we will be back.
God. You seen that video?
Mm-mm.
Oh. No, you don't even know that video. That's where that came from.
No, but it just sounded funny.
Bing bong, fuck your life.
Oh, Bing Bong, I heard because everybody says that.
Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong.
Yeah, it's this video in like New York or Staten Island or wherever the fuck they're. Bing bong, fuck your life. And then you're like, we gotta watch the video. That's gotta be part of this. We have to watch that video.
It's in the video now.
I've never seen
Oh.
YouTube.
Oh, for foreign insults, you could say baka.
Was
That's
that
Japanese for idiot.
it. Welcome back from the break.
A lot has happened, clearly.
All right, yeah. So, like we said, this is episode 1, so we did a little footage review real quick, and we think it's pretty good. I liked it.
How long are we going for anyways? Like an hour long podcast?
Maybe not.
I mean, most podcasts are usually like 15 minutes.
30 minutes to an hour, I feel like the average, somewhere around there. So, we're at like 25 minutes-ish right now.
Alright, so that's the video.
Oh, I wish I could find a better one, but I can't. But
I
anyway,
don't even know if that part's gonna stay in. It's not like we can show them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was pretty funny. I got a laugh out of it.
Bing bong.
Anyways,
Fuck
welcome
your
back.
life.
Welcome back from the break.
what's the next topic?
The dating question.
Oh, the dating question.
So I asked him this the other day. I asked Kevin this the other day, and I'll ask you. So I'll get your impression on this.
A little background, real quick. They're both married and both have kids. I'm the single person here, so the single folk that are watching this, what's up?
Accurate. So, like when you're like in middle school and like high school, and you want to date a girl, you ask her like, "Hey, do you want to be my girlfriend?" or something along those lines, at least, right? So as an adult, I was like, "What?" He's the example right now. As a 26-year-old, if he was to start dating somebody, does he still have to ask like, "Hey, do you want to be my girlfriend?" or do you just like go on a few dates and then like you're just kind of like dating?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
asking
so
you.
so my opinion on that. So I never asked Cameron to be my girlfriend before we were dating. Well, I think we just talked about it, and it was like, yeah, so this is happening.
Yeah.
And there was nothing more to that. It was just kind of like, yeah, it was like a mutual understanding of like what was going on, and
So you kind of just like float into it without even like stamping it into like approval. Like, hey, yeah, we're boyfriend and girlfriend.
yeah. I mean, I stamped it in a different way, but not with my words. Sorry, Cameron.
Like and subscribe. So you don't have to, because I asked Devin, and
Yeah.
we were.
Y'all are 20.
I had just turned 21 at the time.
I mean, I think it's different for every situation, but I mean, exactly that. It's just different for everyone. Like, for me, I didn't ask. We just kind of...
I think it would just kind of be like it's just a thing. Like, I don't know. Just call her babe one time and see what happens. If she's like, yo, what are you talking about? You're like, JK.
Yeah.
But if she's like cool for it, like, all right, I guess, yeah.
Leave a comment down below what you guys think and how you understand the other person that you're talking to. If you guys have like sex, does that automatically mean that you're dating? Or
Negative.
No. Absolutely not. I'll answer that one for y'all.
Or just because you guys go out on a date, does that mean you're like boyfriend and girlfriend now?
See, but I think it has to be like
It's gotta be
multiple
consecutive.
dates. Yeah, it can't just be one.
Because, I mean, you got to think when you're single and you're dating and you're going through, say you have multiple dates with different people, you're not dating all those people.
Yeah.
It's like your test drive. You're like, all right.
Yeah, you
like
gotta
that.
you gotta
I'm gonna
like
go
figure it
this
out.
one. Go this one.
So
No, that's male or female, not just comparing women to cars.
what about the if you go out on one date, either the first date or the second time you guys meet up and you guys have sex, does that mean you're boyfriend and girlfriend already?
I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
Well, it was just a lucky night.
Okay, for the date count, I think, being completely honest, I'm gonna need at least 8.
8 dates to be official?
8 dates.
Daggone.
At the end of the 8th date,
That's a lot.
it is a lot. But you gotta think, I'm not gonna waste my time on you.
All right.
So if I'm gonna call you my girlfriend, right, and we're gonna make this a serious thing, the whole 8 date thing shouldn't matter.
Question. Is 8 dates, like going out to eat or movies or do whatever, or is it 8 times you're hanging out with that person? Like, they come over, you just sit around, you maybe watch TV, you cook food, whatever,
I'm
or
gonna
is
say
it just going out?
8 times y'all need to solely just you two spend time together.
Fornicate?
I mean, if you want, but no, I'm
I just
more
want to say that word.
more so speaking on like I need to know your personality, and I need to know if you're smart too. I'm sorry, like my wife's smart, so I can have that requirement, but like, cause I've talked to girls before to where like they were cool people. I'm not gonna drop any names. You know who I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna. They were cool people, but they were. I mean, shit, there ain't no other way to say it. They were kind of fucking dumb.
Dumb as fuck.
And I don't want to spend time with you if I can't have a conversation with you.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, if we can't sit down and just talk about it, doesn't have to be like politics or something, but if I'm asking you just like a regular question that I don't know. I need to be able to talk to you without you being like, oh, I don't know.
That reminds me of me in high school. I finally got to sit next to the girl that I thought was like the prettiest girl in class, and I tried to start talking to her, and like within the first 10 seconds of talking to her, she's an idiot. And it really let me down because I kind of honestly stopped looking at her.
I had really high hopes for you.
Yeah, that was a big letdown. So it does go and show that some girls are kind of dumb. So I mean, there are a lot of dumb guys. So
Yeah, like
singling out people. Or anything
yeah,
like that, but-
like Hawk said earlier, this goes both ways. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
there's plenty of women out there that if they start talking to a guy and all he does is like drink every day and play video games all day and like has nothing going for himself. I mean, I don't think a female would find that attractive. Like, there's nothing going for him.
Yeah. Straight up bum.
I didn't set the timer.
Oh, it's irrelevant now.
Oh, well, I set it for 20 minutes.
Yeah. No one wants to date a bum or an idiot. I think that is a good broad statement.
All right, so what if a guy like myself, I am a perfect example of this. I make okay money, and all I do is watch TV and play video games on my free time.
That doesn't make you a bum. You have a job.
No,
you have
you're
a
doing
life,
more than that.
Yeah.
First of all, yeah, the big thing is you have a full-time job and you can support yourself.
Yeah. You don't get help from other people. Like, this is you. You know, you're not reliant on, you know, someone else to, like, help take care of stuff.
Yeah, you're fixing your car on your own. You took it upon yourself to start the YouTube channel to just because it hasn't gotten anywhere yet, you're still making the attempt to get it done.
Yeah.
You're doing this right now. I mean, yeah, you watch TV a lot, but you're keeping him alive. Little toe beans. Scratch me.
Scared him.
I don't know if he's in frame or not. One blaze.
His foot probably is.
He's about to slap me.
It doesn't even fit that thing anymore. So yeah, if you just live with your mom or parents or whatever, and then you're a bum. But
No. You're gonna lose us viewers right there. So for everyone that wants to see mumbles. Cause what if you're
if you have no other choice,
what if you just wanted to live at home? Like, you've got your own job, you're paying your parents' rent, you've got your own side thing going on, but you live at home. I don't see anything wrong with that.
I mean, you're going to live under mommy and daddy's roof forever? Are you going to, like, spread your wings and go get out of the nest and do whatever?
well,
See, like,
yeah.
that's not going to be attractive to other single adults. They're not going to be like, oh, you live with your parents? I want to take my clothes off.
I mean,
No,
depending on
no
the
girl
girl,
or whoever's going to see that.
depending on the
like,
girl, I mean, they might go for bad guys, which he's actually a fucking bum.
Yeah, those dudes are.
But what if, I don't know, because, like, take me and Devin, and granted we were together at the time, but, like, we lived with my grandmother. I had a full-time job, and
Yeah,
I
but
was
you
doing my
weren't-
own thing.
Yeah, but you weren't a bum. That was a transition period in your life when you're going from one thing to another. I think this is more a conversation about the dudes that sit at home that are wasting their money on drugs, alcohol, useless shit like that. Not making any effort
Oh,
to
okay.
better
So we
themselves.
were on two completely
Yeah,
different frequencies.
I'm
I was
talking
thinking like Kevin right now. He's solid on pretty much everything. If he just lived with his mom, paid rent and did everything just because he lived with his mom, but not because he has to live with his mom.
I still think I think it'd be weird.
I mean, I wouldn't do it either, but
About 2 years ago, I was a bum. I'll call myself a bum because
I'd agree.
I got out of the Marine Corps. I got my remaining like 2 paychecks from the Marine Corps, and then I started getting the VA benefits, and
No
I made a
complaints
little
there.
bit of money. Well, I didn't start out where I'm at now, but I didn't make enough money to live on my own, so I was living with my dad. I was not paying him rent, and
But you were working for him.
I was working for him.
See, that's different. That's like that weird transition time that I was talking about, Jacob. Like, that's one thing, you were working towards whatever and you were trying to better yourself, but you weren't just sitting around, like, being complacent. I
Don't
think
be
that's a big-
stagnant.
Yeah.
I was technically retired for like 6 months. Like all I did was play video games, and I didn't do anything else. I didn't even help him with mechanic work.
Yeah, but then you realized you were being a bum and you fixed yourself.
Which, by the way, that's really boring. So I don't know if you guys plan on quitting work just to retire. Retirement's very boring, and that's why older people still work when they're in like their 60s.
Start a podcast. There you go. You're gonna stay home all day. Start a podcast.
It's
Do
really
something
boring.
productive.
You want water? Very good.
I would love it more.
All right, what is the next thing? No, you can talk from over there. So we got 2 things left, but one's not as fun as the other. So we're gonna do the truck driver talk.
Oh
This is
yeah.
big.
Yeah, I don't know his name. Do you know his name?
I don't know his name, but I just know
It's
he's
a Latin name.
he's a Mexican dude from Texas.
Yeah.
He got a CDL in Texas. He only drove in Texas for 3 years, and then this was the first time that he left the state.
He was in Colorado. This was back in 2019. He went to Colorado.
Oh, I didn't even realize that this was.
No,
I
this
thought
is a
was
few
recent.
years. Yeah, this is a few years old. This has been in the works.
Oh, I did not know that.
His brakes failed on his semi truck, and he supposedly failed to take a truck runoff. And for those of you that don't know what that is, in more mountainous states, I've never seen them in Texas, but more like hilly areas with higher elevations and stuff. There's truck runoff, so if something like this happens, it's normally like a gravel road or some kind of dirt road that will like deep gravel to slow the truck down, and they can run their truck into that, and they'll just kind of like sink in the rocks and get stuck pretty much, but they don't crash. So supposedly he passed one of those, but I don't know if they are aware if he knew there was an issue yet when he passed it. But he passed one of those, had no brakes, hit some cars. Sadly, there were people that died. I believe it was 4.
4 people died.
4 people died, and I think it was like 10 to 12 people were hurt pretty bad. It was an accident. This is my viewpoint on it. I'm sure y'all share the same thing. It was an accident. A tragic accident, but an accident nonetheless. He couldn't... It's not like he could just hop in front of the truck and be like, hey, you stop it. Stop driving right now. But he got 110 years?
110 years, and apparently that was the minimum for the state of
That was
Colorado.
the absolute minimum.
Which is insane.
Yeah, and so me and him watched a thing on it. It was because he had however many charges against him, and those charges were required to be consecutive charges. So the way that we saw it explained was like if you get 3 charges, one for 5, one for 10, and one for 15, and if they're congruent, I believe was the word, you can serve them all at the same time. So you do 15 years. But him, he's got to do a 5-year sentence, then he's got to do a 10-year sentence, then he's got to do a 15-year sentence as an example. But
Right.
all his are consecutive.
Can you bring up the thing that I sent you with the judge situation?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, so now Colorado, like a lot of those truck drivers are holding off on, bringing stuff into the state, and it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, the Walmarts are empty.
Yeah, the stores are completely empty. Like they cleaned the shelves off them. And then the truck lineup is probably like 5 miles at least. Miles long of just 18-wheelers just not entering or leaving Colorado. And that's the way that they're boycotting it, because what happened was tragic, but I don't think that guy deserves 110 years. And for all we know, I mean, he probably missed the runoff, but his brakes probably failed after he passed it, so we don't know that. It's not like someone was there with the camera watching the whole thing.
Yeah.
So honestly, it really couldn't be his fault.
I mean, yeah, there's no way of knowing that you need to brake or that your brakes aren't working until you need to brake. You're not just going to be riding your brakes the whole time you're rolling down the road.
Yeah.
This person's not good at their typing.
It's hard to read.
They're a little bit. So like this is one part. Shows that there was no collision with any of the cars where the fatally deceased people died.
Okay.
All right.
The moral of like this little story right here is a new lawyer has wriggled his way into the mix of everything, and apparently something was done incorrectly during the case, so now they're going back and re-looking at everything.
Yeah, so based off of what I've read, what I can remember from what I read about that, the first judge gave inaccurate like cases, like not cases, bad things that he did. I forget what it's called. Charges. Yeah. Inaccurate charges on him, and about I think he was like 40 something charges. 40 different charges were on him.
Yeah, I think it was 47.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And
But the judge doesn't introduce those. It's the people going after him.
Prosecution?
The prosecution. They're the ones that charge him.
So the state, I guess.
If the state is the one that pressed charges. And
well, anyways, they dropped like 20 something charges off of him. So
they're trying to.
I think it's already done.
Is it already done?
They already changed the judge, and apparently the first judge was like getting paid to do certain things or something like that. And a lot of the charges got dropped off, and so his sentence is no longer 110 years. It should be like, I don't know, something in like 10 years.
That's still a long time.
It is still a long time.
That's
if anything,
10 years you're never going to get back because it's something you had no control over.
I mean, that's just a acquisition at this point. But also another part that I heard was that they were just going to release him anyways, like on probation or something.
Yeah.
And I bet you that guy's never going to drive an 18-wheeler again.
Oh,
Hell no, I
By his
never
own
would.
choice.
Absolutely not.
By his own choice. I mean, I wouldn't drive another 18-wheeler if that happened.
Well,
I'm not trying to get back in that situation.
What do you guys think if he's released, even though he killed 4 people? Do you think it's justified to just release him?
He didn't kill 4 people.
I know,
He
but
just
4
happened to
people-
start an accident out of his control. He just happened to start an accident where 4 people died. It is not like he intentionally killed them.
Yeah, but do you think there should be any
No.
manslaughter type charges?
not
No.
manslaughter, but like some type of like disciplinary action?
No. I think if anything, whoever was maintaining that truck needs to be the one that's getting looked up.
They've already tried suing the truck company, but the truck company's out of business. Multiple people, I think 20 different families tried.
Well, I mean, either
Whether
way,
it's out of business or not, there's still someone that was the head of that, and
Yeah.
during that time.
well, I mean, there's legal ways to protect yourself from stuff like that, but
It's not like a Peterbilt truck or anything like that. It's just some off-brand thing that's not in business anymore.
I mean, either way, I don't think he should be punished, personally.
I think I would just need to do more research on it, but I mean, no, like looking at it, with minimal information, I would say probably not.
Yeah, with my current information that I have, I'm gonna confidently say no.
What do you think?
I feel like there's still stuff that happened. I know it's not in his control, but also,
Like people that are battery to like a murder or something. Some people that are battery
Battery?
by accident.
Battery? What do you mean?
Is it battery? When you're,
Accessory?
like accessory?
Accessory?
Yeah.
Accomplice?
Isn't that can't you still get punished for that?
I mean,
Like,
yeah, but those are
accidentally
people
helping
that help the murderers.
Yeah, but accidentally, right?
No,
Like
that's
sometimes-
people like intentionally helped.
Or like what about people that like accidentally they're just casually driving on the highway and someone jumps off a bridge and runs them over? Is that does that have any disciplinary action?
No, you have no control over that.
No. Sue the dead person.
sue the dead
They're the one
person.
that jumped off the bridge.
Hey, don't die.
Well, then I don't know.
I feel like something should happen for the people that died. I don't know if he should be
Insurance.
responsible for it.
I don't. He didn't do anything wrong. That's like you driving the truck at work, our brakes failing, and you hitting somebody that was going through an intersection. You would have no control over that. So
Yeah.
why are you gonna get in trouble for it? All right. Well, I think that's it for today. We'll be going back and forth, so we'll probably do these podcasts maybe once or twice a week. Not every single one of them is going to end up on my channel. Not every single one of them is going to end up on his channel. Maybe one will be split up, something like that. Whenever Hawk goes back to his house in California, we'll probably get some cross country content going on if we can get him all set up and whatnot. But other than that,
We'll invite more guests over so that way just change it up a little bit,
yep.
get more angles, probably different backdrops and stuff. I
Yeah,
don't know.
so we had this idea yesterday, and we just you just gotta make stuff happen. If you want to do something, I've preached on this before. talking about something ain't gonna get it done. You just gotta do it. And I was kind of nervous walking over here because I got everything set up and I was excited. I hit record, and as soon as I started walking over here, I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be weird. But I had a good time. So yeah, we're definitely gonna do this again. If you got any ideas, drop them down in the comment section, and then we'll see if we can get those topics put out there.
Make sure to hit that subscribe button so that way we can get to a bigger audience. And the like button definitely helps with the channel. So hit the like button, subscribe.
Yeah,
The background will probably be changing soon.
Yeah.
Something's going to change. This
Yeah.
wall is boring. But it's what we have right now. Alright, but that has been the Candy Cast episode 1. We will catch y'all next time. Peace. Wait, y'all are supposed to say peace too. We didn't talk about that.
No, we didn't.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Peace.
And cut.
And there she goes. Heart that pounds like a stereo.